Support! Hit that notification button. Hello and welcome. I am the OGGM, your grumpy guide to all things gaming. It is RPG a Day 2020 Day 3, El Treso. And today's word is thread. Thread. String. Rope. Without string, the world is chaos. What is the thread that I see going through the conglomeration of hodgepodge of wonderful and some not so wonderful, but mostly wonderful ideas that is RPG today, looking towards the future, especially with everything that is going on in the hobby right now with all the controversies and the SJW and the attacks and the toxicity and the whatever, more diversity, more representation. What is the thread I see for the future? And the best way I can look at the future and the thread of the future is looking at the winners of the 2020 Ennie Awards. Because if anything gives us a hint of where the hobby is going, we can just look at what won, what the industry thinks is the best product that's come out in the last 364 days that is worthy. So, starting up with the best family game, congratulations to our friends over at Questing Beast. The gold award for best family game product goes to Jim Hansen's Labyrinth game, which was worked on by our friends over at Questing Beast. Best online content went to the people over at Saga Press for the Monsters Know What They're Doing. The best monster adversary was Mordecai's Fiendus Folio Volume 1's Monsters Malevolent and Benign, which Wizards of the Coast entry, which is very interesting because it's a product that's 2 years old. Best cover art went to Call of Cthulhu, Berlin the Wicked City. Best interior art went to Ultraviolet Grasslands from Exalted Funeral Press. Best organized play went to Grassy Snitches and Paul Gabbett's Stygia Untamed. Best free game product went to Smooching Knife's tabletop role-playing game safety toolkit. Best RPG related product went to Pellegrin Press's Absinthe and Carcosa. Best electronic book went to Stygia Fox's New Tales of Miskatonic Valley. Best layout and design, gold went to Mark Borg from Free League Publishing. I called it. I knew that was going to be number one, and I was right. Best cartography went to Trillman's Adventures Companion Volume 1 from Trillman Adventures, which has got some great cartography, great map building, and great guides to how to do maps. So go to Trillman Adventures website and check that out. Best rules. Silver went to Zombie World from Magpie Games, and gold went to the 1,000-Year-Old Vampire from Pete Grungle. Best writing went to Mork Borg from Free League Publishing. That's 2 for Mork Borg. Best adventure went to A Pound of Flesh from Tuesday Night Games, I'm sorry. Best setting went to Call of Cthulhu, Berlin the Wicked City from Cosium. Best supplement went to Delta Green, The Labyrinth, Arc Dream Publishing. Best production values went to 1,000-Year-Old Vampire from Pete Gringold. Fans' choice for best publisher, Free League Publishing, makers of my favorite game, Tales from the Loop, and Game of the Year, Mork Borg. Best game, silver went to Mork Borg, gold went to Alien the Role-Playing Game, both from Free League Publishing. So Free League Publishing, best game of the year, got silver and gold. Product of the year, game of the year, Mork Borg from Free League Publishing. So those are the Ennie Awards for 2020. And the winner is Mork Borg for best game of the year. That means of all the thousands of product that came across the retailers, that little yellow book right there with its weird art and its punch to the face, dark apocalypse, Lovecraftian nightmare, won best game. And of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games that we reviewed, only one Wizards of the Coast 5th edition product made it to the top. And that is a product that's 2 years old, Mordenkainen's Book of Monsters. So the best thing Wizards of the Coast 5th edition could offer up for best game of the year was something that's like 2 years old, and it's just basically a monster manual. And they didn't even win anything interesting. They just won best whatever. So what does that thread going through the present tell us about the future? And it tells us people are fucking sick and tired of the stranglehold D&D has on product, creativity, the shops, the whole gaming world. People say that D&D is the entry drug. They say they want to play D&D, but the second they sit down and start playing D&D, they realize that they don't want to play D&D. They want to play something else. And that is just evident in the amount of hacks of D&D, the amount of OSR product that's coming out every single day. Every D&D game I've played in for the past 5 years, I've yet to actually play, well, one. Yeah, I played in one actual real 5th edition role-playing game since 5th edition came out. Every other 5th edition game I've played in has been some hacked DIY, chopped up, chewed up, and vomited out bastardized version of 5e because the GM in question didn't want to run 5e. He wanted to run something else and just use the 5e engine because the 5e engine was easy to use and it's something everybody understood, or so he thought. But this shows us best game of the year, Mark Borg and Alien the role-playing game, 2 role-playing games from the same company that use the same D6 pool system. People don't want to play D&D. They think they do, but once they actually sit down and start playing, they see that the production value is out there of so many other games that are offering something better. So go out right now, pick up a copy of the best game of the year, Mark Borg from Freelink Publishing, or Alien the role-playing game from Freelink Publishing, or my current favorite beloved game, Tales from the Loop. Break yourself free of the stranglehold of 5th edition D&D and open yourself up to the amazing world of games that aren't 5th edition and see why 5th edition didn't really win anything except for one nomination for a product that's 2 years old. Check it out. And while you're checking it out, why don't you take a moment of your free time to subscribe to my blog. Help me reach 200 subs by midnight tomorrow night, and you will be rewarded. And if you don't, you will be punished. I'll talk to you losers later.